Maybe take a moment to notice how the Om and where the Om resonates in your body. If you want to place your finger on that space, maybe just place your finger on that space. Apply a little pressure and just feel and notice your body. And maybe you appreciate the gift of the Om a little more. And you will know when to take your time to open your eyes. And you'll know when to come into a nice, comfortable tabletop position. Let your hands be underneath your shoulders, tops of your feet down on the floor. And we'll just start with some natural movements, get some blood flow going in these knees. So if you want to extend that right leg nice and long and maybe curl the toes, and you can rock back just a little bit, feel and notice a little opening in that lower part of your foot, the arch of the foot. Maybe start to tone your belly and let that right knee meet the left, and you'll know when to switch this out on your own. Same thing, toes are curled, can rock back a little bit, space for the arch of the foot. Tension out of your face and jaw, and you're not holding your breath. You'll know when to switch this out at your own pace. Maybe once you get that right leg extended again, the left toes also can tuck under. And to release that, make sure you flatten out that left foot first, then let this right knee come back to join and meet the right, or that left rather, and then switching this out, same thing. You can let that left leg extend. Maybe go ahead and tuck those right toes under also, allowing both arches to get that stretch. You'll know when to flatten out that right foot. Same thing, left foot's gonna meet the right. Your next time, let that right leg extend, let the left leg extend. Go ahead and lift those hips up. Nice little down dog here. You can jog this out a little bit more. Inhale and exhale. You'll just be here for a moment. But if you wanna rock and roll the head between those biceps, rock and roll the head between those biceps, and then make sure your navel is up and in towards your spine and you are not holding your breath. You'll know when for your body to find stillness. Inhale and exhale. Slowly, when it's time for you, knees can come down. Let your knees come out nice and wide. Let the big toes come together. Back your glutes up to your heels. Walking those arms out, finding length in the side bodies. Your glutes are going down to your heels. Take your time with this. We're going to start to walk this towards that left side on an inhale. Inhale. Exhale, take your time. Walk your hands and torso towards the left. Nice little sideways child's. Finding that space, traction away from your shoulders, ears, jaw. Inhale. Press those toes. Exhale. If you want to maybe choose to walk that left hand, possibly then that right hand a little bit wider, finding space again for your shoulders. Keep bringing your navel up and in towards your spine, not holding your breath. A little wide here. Here it comes. Press those toes. Inhale. Exhale. Slow to walk. Left hand, right hand back to neutral. Go forward. Let your forearms come down on the ground. Allow that natural traction between the mat and those forearms. Help find space in the shoulders. Just notice. Again, your body. How does it feel? You'll know when. Press those toes. Inhale. Come on to those fingertips. Exhale. Take your time walking the hands and torso towards that right side. Try to get the belly and touch down on that thigh, anchoring that left hip point down towards the left heel. And same thing here. Inhale. You can probably move that right hand a little bit wider, followed by that left hand, and exhale. Feel it. Notice more space for your shoulders. Still pulling the navel up and in towards the spine. Get ready for your body here. You're a little wide. Inhale. Exhale, take your time. Walk that right arm, followed by the left. Find your way back to nice, healthy, neutral. Find more length. Traction those forearms down, and maybe those palms flip. Notice shoulder girdle, space, expansion. And just feel again, what do you notice on the inhale? Exhale, maybe those fingertips reach close to the short edge of the mat, and just be all right with that. And you'll know when to bring those palms back down to the healthy neutral. Let your hands come by your knees, hands come by your feet slowly. Bring your widow's peak, chin a little bit closer to the chest, widow's peak on the mat. You can slowly start to rock and roll that head like a corkscrew between right and left side. Just notice, whew, anything that's coming up. Inhale and exhale, let that go. Whew. Do not let it sit. Unclench your jaw. Soften your face. If you're rocking and rolling that forehead, you're going to know when to bring that to stillness, and just know at any point in time during our practice while we're together, if you choose to take a break, you can come here to this child's and take a break, right? And just rest. Knees can be out nice and wide, and you'll know when to join back in the practice. You can extend those arms out nice and long back in front. And just start to slide those hands back and bring your knees and thighs a little bit closer together. Have a seat on your heels, glutes to heels here if that's comfortable. You'll just be here for a moment. Press those toes down. Inhale, lift your arms, open the chest here, cactus those elbows. Almost like those elbows are going down towards the hip point, not just 90 degrees. Bring it down, allow the chest to be exposed to the ceiling. Pressing those toes, you'll feel it. Inhale. Exhale, start to lengthen those arms. Let your arms come out nice and wide. Let your palms be up. Let your wrists come to those knees. Palms are still facing up like your fingertips are digging down into the floor. Still pressing those toes. Notice what you feel. And then flip those palms and come back to this nice little healthy tabletop position here. Tuck your toes, drop your belly, find your way to a nice cow. Gonna have to work for that one. And then flatten your feet. Slowly, slowly start to bring your navel up and in towards the spine, rounding. Tension out of your face and jaw, not holding your breath. You'll feel it for your body. Tuck your toes for this cat. Find navel going higher. Find back rounding more. Tension again out of your face as you're breathing here. Flatten out your feet. Start to find your way to neutral. Find your way right into that cow. Take your time. Tension again out of your face and jaw. You'll know when for your body. Tuck your toes for this cow. Find it. More space in those triceps. Bring your navel even more into your spine. You'll know when. Feel it. Flatten out your feet. Find your way back to this cat. And this cat, maybe you rock back a little bit. Go higher into those shoulders. Tension again out of your face and jaw. And you'll feel it for your own body. When are you ready to come back into alternating between cat and cow, toes tucked or untucked? Here, you have autonomy to move your body, your spine as you choose. I'll give you a few more options. Maybe the glutes get a little bit closer to the heels. Maybe when you get back into that cat, start to lean a little bit towards that right side, letting that stretch happen through that right lat. Bring the navel up and in towards the spine. Opposite side on the left. Just feel and notice, where do you need this? Still breathing, be with the breath. Tension again out of your face and jaw. And again, there's no right or wrong to your cat-cow. Feel it. Alternate. Maybe even in the cow, elbows can get a little soft, like you're serving that chest a little bit more forward. Pressing those toes down as you go. You'll take about 2 more rounds for yourself. How does that need to look? And then you'll find a nice little steady, healthy neutral here. We're going to take a moment, just come off our shoulders for a bit. And then you're going to know when for your body. Inhale, lift your arms up. Take your left hand, bending that left elbow. Right hand, left elbow. Move that elbow. Tone your belly. Press those toes down. Start to find more space in this right arm. It's not dangling like a funky chicken. It's almost like it's back on that wall behind you, like it's trying to be flush on the wall. Tension again out of your face and jaw. You're not holding your breath. Lengthen the navel. Spine. Right arm can come up, left arm can come up. Bring those arms down. Length, 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 length. Wrists to knees, palms up, feel it. Notice your chest, let those palms come down. We're gonna get the opposite side. Let's give our knees some blood. Let the left leg, right leg, get that flow, feel it. If you choose, you can find a plank, nice little down dog, and then just lower back down to your knees after you've given your spine that space. Back to that nice comfortable seat. Navel up and in towards the spine, going to the opposite side. Bringing those arms up. We'll bring it down. Now, get ready, palms down. Right arm is gonna come up. Bending that right elbow, left arm is gonna come up. Left arm, move that right arm. Almost like you are pressing the head into the back of the arm into the head, finding length for the spine. And again, back arm is flush against the walls. Pressing those toes, not holding your breath. Be all right with these cleansing breaths. Even though you feel the constriction, go in, let the breath in and take all of that hot, stale, and sticky. I call it sensory pollution. Let it go. Let that left arm come up when it's ready. Let this right arm length, 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 length. Palms are still up, palms are up. Squeeze the chest, feel it. Navel up and in towards your spine. Be all right. Here it comes, palms down. Let that go. Let's find this tabletop. Blood flow for these knees. Extend the right, extend the left. You can do that a few more times and find that plank. Inhale and exhale. Lift those hips up. Nice little healthy down dog here. We'll find the child's real quick. Knees lower down, nice and wide they go. Big toes together, back the glutes up to the heels. Hands by your knees, hands by your feet. Feel it. Cleansing breath, cleansing breath. And if you choose to rotate the head between shoulders, or head between shoulders, yeah, from one end of your temple to the next, one side of your brow to the next, find your way, get there. Phew. Don't let this hot stuff sit, let it go. Phew. Inhale and exhale, you'll feel it. And maybe if you took a little time with that space between the brow and placed your intention there, maybe notice how it feels. And if you're doing this rocking and rolling between right and left side, you're gonna know when to make it even and balanced and find stillness. Yeah, stillness. Hands by your knees. Not holding your breath, you'll know when. Slowly, 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 come up. All right. Gonna start to get into these legs some. Take your hands back down to the floor. Nice little comfortable tabletop. Let your left foot come between your hands. Tuck your right toes under. Slowly, slowly, slowly. Bring that right foot off the floor. A nice low runner's lunge here. Spinning this right foot down, straighten this left leg. Use your blocks if you choose to bring them up close. Bring yourself up about halfway. Feel that. Find your body, find your pelvis. I want you to come down, use your blocks, allow this left hamstring to get the stretch, inner thighs to get the stretch, like you're pulling the mat apart with your feet, not holding your breath here. Lower back is lengthening, hamstring, left side opening, right inner thigh engaged. Pulling the mat apart with your feet here. Inhale and exhale. And just be all right with what you notice. You'll know when for you to bend this left knee. Let your hands come off the block, frame the foot, turn that right foot. Right knee can come down, left knee is gonna meet the right. Walk your hands back in line with your shoulders here. Extend your right leg, extend that left leg. There's a nice plank. Inhale, exhale, down dog. Whee, yes, feel it. Let all of that release from that hamstring. Slow, put those knees down. You'll come out nice and wide. Take a moment, take the pressure off, back those glutes up. Hands by the knees, hands by your feet, let it go. Cleansing breaths along the way. You'll know when for your body. Hands back by your knees. You're gonna slowly come up, knees and thighs back together. Back to this nice little healthy tabletop. And then your right foot, this time, between your hands. Tuck your left toes under. Left knee is gonna come up. Spin that left foot down. You're in this nice, we can go back to this runner's lunge for a moment. Take your time. Squeeze that left inner thigh. Now spin that left heel down. Feel it. Now straighten this right leg. Use your blocks. Bring yourself up about halfway. Find your pelvis. Find your body. Feel that. And then use your blocks. Walk it out. Torso on the thigh. Forehead to knee. Navel up and in towards the spine. Not holding your breath. Inhale and exhale, still pulling the mat apart with those feet. And you're gonna know when. You'll feel this for your body. When are you ready to start to bend this right knee? You can move those blocks off to the side, frame that front foot, turn the back toe, left knee down, right knee meet the left. You got this. Extend the left leg, extend the right leg. There's plank, grip your mat. Inhale and exhale. Nice little down dog, feel it. Navel still up and in towards the spine. When you're ready, slow, knees can lower. Nice and wide they can go. Back those glutes up to the heels. Feel it. Hands by your knees, hands by your feet, pressure off those shoulders. If you want a little bit more for your shoulders while you're down here, maybe your hands come onto the small of the back and those middle fingers touch. And then maybe you can bring those hands into a prayer position and then lift those biceps and shoulders off of the thighs. And maybe the head and shoulders comes off of the mat. Little traction here. Feel that in your cervical spine, lifting those shoulders up away from those thighs. Feel it. Notice what you notice. Soft face, softer thoughts. Navel up and in towards the spine. You're gonna know when for your body. Doesn't have to be now. Those biceps can come down. Don't let that forehead drop. Slow, slow, place it down. Release those hands down. Maybe they come out long, wide, stretch, feel it. And then maybe they come back by your feet. Yep, right in those shoulders. Notice your body. How you feeling? What's come up? And don't let whatever that is sit there. Now, take your time before you come up. Be in no rush. No rush. If you want to come and have a seat on those heels to be with the breath, you can have a seat on your heels. Be with the breath. You can still rest here. All right. Your next move, a nice pigeon quad stretch. Bring those hands one at a time, a foot to a foot and a half behind you. Fingertips can face the rear, but if you want them to face the baseboards, if that feels better, you can face the baseboards to your sides if it feels better. Once you're ready, make sure you're gripping the mat or floor with your hands. Press those toes down. Lift the glutes. Lift the glutes. Bring your head and shoulders back as if there are a harness and you're strapped, hanging. Just allow that space in those quads. If you choose to lower the glutes down while the head is still back, allow more space for the shoulders and that heart right there, center of your chest, even your throat. Allow that throat to open. You'll know when for your body to start to slide, the hands allowing the torso back to neutral. Head's the last thing up, and then your hands come by your knees. Check in with your body. Check in with that. Be in no rush to let that go. Take your time. The body's going to show you when to release. That may have felt like a big, massive bubble. Be all right with that. You've engaged in the practice. Going to take this in a little bit more. Tabletop. When is it time for you? When is it time? Left foot between your hands. Tuck your right toes under. Let that right knee come up. Go ahead and spin those right toes facing the long edge of your mat. Go ahead and straighten this left leg. Go ahead and grab a block if you choose to have a block for yourself. Bending this front knee. Block can be on the inside or the outside of the foot, however you feel, or if you don't need a block, don't use a block. Right hand onto the hip. Open those hips up. Open the hips. I'll turn this way so you can see the difference. With the opening of the hip. Turn, open the hip. Allow that space to open. You can look down at your left foot, left hand. Maybe this right hand comes onto the thigh. Maybe your gaze comes to the ceiling and you see the ceiling. Maybe your right thumb comes to your right shoulder and that bicep can come to the ear. Allow the serratus to open. Wheesh, yes, feel those ribs, space between your ribs. Maybe the head is, again, towards the ceiling. Maybe you see the wall or the floor. Navel up and in towards the spine. Again, not holding your breath. Your body, when it's time, this right hand can come on to the hip. Go ahead and look down at this left foot. Let your right hand come down. Go ahead and spin this right foot around. Open this up. Nice revolved lunge. Tone your belly here where it's touching at or near your thighs. Make sure this back heel is more up towards the ceiling, not jutting towards the baseboard in front of you to the ceiling. And again, looking down at this left foot, right hand, or the wall, or see the ceiling. You'll feel this for your body. When is it time? Left hand can come down. You can move that block out the way. You can either lower the knee, and then that left knee. I'm still gonna take you through that plank. Extend that right leg, extend the left leg, find your plank, inhale and exhale. Nice down dog here, be with it. Take that cleansing breath, slow, knees down, nice and wide, feel it. Back those glutes up to the heels. Hands by your knees, hands by those feet, let it go. Yes. And if you want those hands back in that prayer position, you have the option. Hands can go back into the prayer, biceps off those thighs. Inhale and exhale, head and shoulders up, feel it. Traction, traction. Be all right with it. And again, this is optional. You can just be here resting. You'll know when to place those biceps down and head down. Hands can come back down, feel and notice. Anything that's come up from that, let it come up. You're gonna feel it, and you're gonna know when for you. Your hands can come by your knees, slow. Bring your torso back up. Going to the opposite side only when you're ready. Be in no rush. You'll know when. It will be the opposite side. So from that tabletop, it'll be that right foot. Tucking those left toes underneath you. Go ahead and spin those left toes. You can have that block. I want you to come up to open that up. That's why I had you to open it up. Be all right. Quad, feel it. Now bend that knee. Where's your block gonna go? Inside the foot, outside the foot. Hand onto the hip, tone your belly. Open this up here. Open, feel it. Space, feel that. You can see the ceiling. Hand can stay on the hip, or hand can come onto that thigh. Still looking at the ceiling. Maybe this left thumb comes to this left shoulder. Open, open, open. Feel the shoulders all the way on the back. You can look down at this right hand, feel shoulders stacked even better. Tone your belly. You can see the wall or see the ceiling again. Be all right with your body, pulling the mat apart with your feet, and be all right with the breath. Make sure you're breathing. Unclench your jaw. Don't hold your breath. There comes a time when you're ready. Your left hand can find the left hip. Look down at this front foot. Frame the foot. Move that block. Turn the left toe. Open up here. Revolve lunge. Squeeze that left thigh. Squeeze it. Same thing. Left heel, ceiling. Not baseboard. Going to the front. And again, you can look down at that left hand. Right foot. Stack those shoulders better. And then come back. See the wall. See the ceiling. If you choose. Revolve lunge. Right hand can come down. You can bring this left knee down. Flatten the foot. You can bring that right knee down. You're still gonna find the plank. Extend right leg, extend left leg. Nice little plank. Inhale and exhale. Nice down dog. Cleansing breaths. Take it. Heels closer to the ground, torso closer to the thighs. Grip the mat, you'll know when. Lower your knees. Nice and wide, be in no rush. Back those glutes up. Hands by your knees, hands by the feet. Anything that's come up from that, let it come up. You don't have to stay down. You can always come upright to be with your breath only when you're ready. You'll know when. Your body. Interlace your hands behind you. But if that doesn't work, you can always hold on some length of the strap. But make sure if you're using the strap that your hands are as close together, fists as close together as possible. Press your toes down, tone your belly. Thunderbolt, hands bound. Bring those forehead or eyebrows as close to your knees as you can, and then lift those shoulders up away from the floor. And again, you don't have to have that strap here. You don't have to have the strap. But just keep making sure you're lifting and not dumping weight in that cervical spine or neck. Don't dump. Pressing those toes down. You're gonna know when. You'll feel it for your body. Slow, 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 slow. Come up. You can open the chest and throat to the ceiling if you choose. Take that cleansing breath up. Don't let that sit. Did a lot of work to go down and get that out, so do not let it sit. You'll know when. You can flip on those right glutes, right heels, right hip. Bring yourself down to a nice, comfortable seat. Be all right in the seat of comfort. However you got comfortable, make it uncomfortable. Find that non-dominant seat now. One leg was dominant. Going into these hips. Woo! Feel it. Press those toes. Get ready. Inhale. Lift your arms. Biceps near your ears. Keep pressing those toes. Right hand, left knee. Slow twist. Nice little twist. Let this left hand come behind you. Right wrist to this left thigh. Just above that knee. Low part of that quad. Palm is facing the wall. Make sure this left shoulder's not dipping down towards the floor. It's up towards the ceiling, opening up. We're gonna do a little bit more work here. Inhale, exhale, gaze over that left shoulder, or right shoulder, excuse me, right shoulders. Navel again, up and in towards the spine. And you can feel all of this. And we're gonna amp this up a little bit. Inhale, exhale, head back to the rear. This left hand can find this right inner thigh, or maybe it just wraps around the belly. Inhale, exhale, gaze again over right shoulder, like that left shoulder, almost as if someone's fingertips are just guiding it back just a little bit, nice and gently, but be with your body. Press those toes down and inhale. Exhale, yes. Make sure you feel and notice length in the spine as you're inhaling. Rooting down and exhale. Yep, let this one be the final. Inhale, exhale back to the rear. This left hand can come down. Feel the floor, here it comes. Inhale, right hand, right wrist, right knee, left hand, left wrist, left knee. Sweet, yes, anything that's come up from that, don't let it sit. Let it go. Feel this for your body. Press those toes, check in with your hips, knees, give them a moment. Make sure you feel all right there. Now, I had you sitting with that non-dominant hip to get more into that space. Now, I'm gonna give you the option. You can go back to your dominant seat, but if you feel like your non-dominant needs a little bit more time here, be my guest, take it again, or otherwise, go to the seat that feels most comfortable. You know what we just did, so feel all right before you set yourself up. You'll know when for your body. Nice deep inhale, lifting those arms. Left hand, right knee, slow, nice little healthy twist behind you. Feel it. Left hand, left wrist goes up, low part of that right quad. Sweet, yes. Feel your body. Now here it comes, inhale. Exhale over this left shoulder. Oh. Unclench your jaw here and just allow this to be what it is here. We're gonna amp this up just a little. Inhale, exhale, back to the rear. Right hand, left inner thigh, or it goes around the belly. Feel it, anchor, inhale. Exhale, head back over that left shoulder. Notice again that right shoulder, almost as if fingertips are just inching it back just a little. Ooh. Feel it. Anything that's there. Be with the breath, even though we're a little constricted now. Inhale. Exhale. Feel it. Yep. Nice deep inhale here. Exhale, heading back to the rear. Oh, right hand can come down. Feel that stretch, feel it. Ooh, feel that. You're gonna know when for your body. Nice deep inhale. Exhale, wrist back to respective knee. Be all right with whatever's come up. And again, you may feel it accumulating in the chest. Be all right with that. Be all right with that. Take a moment. Inhale, lift your arms. We're gonna cactus our elbows here, cactus. Press those toes, press, press, press. Elbows to hips, feel it. Whee, yes, almost like a bouquet of flowers has come through the chest. Feel that. Press those toes, inhale. Lifting those arms up, exhale, those arms can come long down and around, narrow they go, back to your laps. Whee! Feel it, yep. Let these knees get some blood flow. Feel it, be all right with it. All right. We're gonna come onto our knees for a very quick moment. Hold on to the backs of those knees and thighs to bring yourself nice and close together. We'll take this half forward fold first. Hold on to the outer edges of your foot. If you wanna use a strap, you can, but we'll just be here in this half forward fold, curling those toes up towards your knees. Get ready here, inhale. Your chest wants to go above those toes, finding space for the chest. Keep those toes curled, unclench your jaw, do not hold your breath. You're holding on to the outer edges of the feet, but if you want to change to the balls of those feet, same thing, anchor. There's a more lift, whee, yes. Feel it, yeah, space in those traps, shoulders, notice, calves, arches of your feet. Whew. Anything that's coming up with this, be appreciative, it's gone. Lengthen those legs, sweet. Be appreciative, it's gone. But then remember, here it comes, right? That's how it goes. You can walk that forward fold out at your own pace and ability. Just feel it. You can curl those toes back up towards the ceiling to bring your torso back to a nice, comfortable, healthy, upright. We'll do opposite here. Bend those knees to the left. Now you found yourself on that left hip. We're gonna find our way onto our knees for a moment. Now, we're gonna look at doing a camel. Now, if you're at home, a block is really good for a camel position between those knees, so that way you're actually feeling the stretch from about the center of the back to the upper part of the back. Opposite, center the back down. That's not where you want it. So that's why a block is probably best. Small fist, finding that nice bony structure between your tailbone either side. Lengthen that down, right? Lengthen that down. Get a nice little steady anchoring here. And then take your time. Start to lengthen through the chest, lengthen. The chest and the wall will eventually meet where the wall and ceiling are. And then the chest will start to see the ceiling. So take your time with that. Chest up towards the ceiling, head back. You should not be feeling this in your low back. Maybe one hand at a time finds a heel. Now, fell out of it, shoulders, put them back in the girdle, right back where you started. Nice, camel. Be with your breath. Be all right. You'll know when for your body. If you're holding on to those heels, keep the block there, just release that. Let the glutes come onto your heels. Leave that block as it is, right there. Be all right again with your body, space. Press those toes. You can bring those arms around. You can leave that block there. Open up the chest. Press the toes down. Start to bring yourself again, torso over that block. Whee, right in those high shoulders you go. Nice little thunderbolt, hands bound. Cleansing breath along the way. Allowing that chest to open. Keep lifting those shoulders. Nice traction for yourself. Traction. Head can come back. You can release those arms. Hands back to knees, feel it. And then that block, set yourself free from that block. Be all right, we're gonna come back down on our seat. Now, going into these hips just a hair deeper. Your left leg, long edge, short edge of the mat. The shin of your left leg goes right across that mat. Your right ankle is gonna come across that on top of that left heel. Finding a nice fire log leg here, right in those hips. Curl those toes. Be all right. Keep the toes curled. Get ready for yourself. Inhale. Little work. Slow, reach, 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 reach. Chin above the shin. Soft elbows. Yeah, soft elbows, curl those toes. Navel up and in towards the spine. Be all right with your body. Keep those toes curled. Keeping toes curled. If you want to lengthen those arms out, you can lengthen the arms. Navel still up and in towards the spine. Feel all of that in those hip flexors. Outer glute, yes. Giving yourself that space. With those reached arms, you can start to slide those arms back. Face your palms, bring those palms back, biceps to ears, open cactus. Oh, chest, feel. Yes, don't let that sit. Closing the chest on that inhale. You'll know when. Nice, nice long arms. Feel it. Prayer hands if that feels good. Yes. Get into those fire log legs. Releasing one at a time. Take your time with that. Oh, all of that. Let it unravel. Let it unravel. Oh. Now, you may want to take the pressure off the pelvis. Do this in a wide leg. Hands by your seat, lift it up. Yes. Feel that fire escape the body. Feel it. You're going to the opposite side. Only when you're ready. It'll be that right shin. Woo. Be in no rush. You know what's happening. That was big. It was big. curled toes. Get ready, your body. Palms face, inhale, lengthen those arms. Palms face the wall, cactus. Oh, that was grand. You'll know when you'll feel it. Inhale and lengthen those arms, slow, curl those toes. Start to fold, fold, fold. Reach, reach, reach. Keeping those toes engaged. You'll know when if you want to soften those elbows here. And again, chin going over the shin. If you choose, you can walk those arms back out nice and long. Just be with that reach, that length, space being created in the outer glute. Yeah, feel it. Just be all right as you settle in with what's happening. Navel still up and in towards the spine. You're gonna know when your body, palms can start to face, nice long arms, slow. Start to bring it up, torso and arms. Palms face, let them see the wallless cactus. One more time. Feel it. Curled toes, lengthen arms. Nice and wide. Nice, 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 nice. Wide. Hands to shins, feel it. Anything that's come up from that, be all right. It was big. It's big. Let those legs get some space. Maybe you're noticing space expansion happening in the body from that. Those hands can come by those outer glutes. Lift off, pressure off your pelvis. Let's wrap this up. Bending those knees. Walk those feet, knees, and thighs together. We're gonna go nice, long, and forward, narrow. If you wanna use your strap, or if you like that block handy, you should start to like this block handy for that forward fold. Find your fold here using that strap. And once you get down there, make sure your torso and your thigh are still connected. Now, if you feel like you need more space for your hands, here's where you wanna have a block behind your feet. And just reach. Inhale and exhale. Space, breath. You can use this block if you choose to bring yourself upright. Nice little comfortable seat. You can bring that block to your chest and just notice what you notice there. You can bring that block off to the side, bring your strap with you if you choose. Bend your knees. Hold on to the backs of your knees and thighs. Come on down here. Let your left foot, knee stay into the chest, right foot down. Strap or no strap. Extending that left leg up towards the ceiling, or you have your peace finger around that left big toe. Which one's gonna work for you? How do you feel? Right hand onto that right thigh, head and shoulders up. Nice knee to nose here, or reclined bowing sage. Navel up and in towards the spine. Bending that left knee, or right knee, excuse me, extending that left leg out toward the outer edge of the room, curling those right toes, being on the outer edge of your right foot. Gonna go a little bit deeper into this hip. Inhale, head up. Flip that right palm up. Yes, flip that right palm up. Navel still up and in towards the spine. Be all right, your body here. Right hand, outer edge, right knee and thigh, bring everything back in line. Right hand, hold on to the strap or the outer edge of the foot. Bring it over to the right just a little. Let this left hand come on to the mat or the ground. Head and shoulders down, be all right. Sweet, yes. If you want to extend this right foot off the floor, you can, or that leg off the floor, you can. Work those inner thighs like it's a scissor. Feel it. You'll know when your body, right foot can come back down, bringing that left leg back in line with that left shoulder, left chest, left hand. Bending that left knee. You can hold on to the strap if you have it or not. Interlace your hands, extending both legs and arms nice and long. You can maybe rotate those ankles. Whee, yes, anything that's coming up from this. Maybe you start to notice that out breath coming from those soles of the feet. You'll notice that coming out. Hands back or strap back to eye level, and then hands back to your belly or chest. Bend your knees, little untucking of your pelvis. Feel nice, healthy, neutral. Notice even length and expansion in the spine before you even go to the other side. Notice what you notice here. Notice that. Right peace finger, right big toe, or strap. Extending left leg up or right leg up to the ceiling. Right hand, left thigh, start to come up. Whee, yes. Navel up and in towards the spine. This nice reclined bowing sage. Feel it. Be okay. You'll know when. Head and shoulders down. Bending, left knee, outer edge, left foot. Right knee is going out to the right. Right foot out to the right. Left palm is up. Here it comes. Get ready. Inhale. Flip that palm down and then flip it up. You'll feel it. Curl those toes. Unclenched jaw. And again, just be all right with what you notice in your body. Left hand, outer edge, left knee, both knees back in line with the chest. Left hand, right strap or outer edge of the foot. Bringing that foot over towards that left side. Right palm is down. Take your time. You can extend that right foot and right leg off the ground. Be here like scissors. Head and shoulders can come down. Feel it. Navel up and in towards your spine. Toes are still active and engaged. Your body. You'll know when. Bent left knee. Right hand strap, bringing that foot back in line with the chest and shoulder. Bending that right knee to release the foot or the strap. You can use the strap, or maybe your palms are interlaced and just lengthen. And if you take that interlace, maybe take that non-dominant. Let that other shoulder find length. And again, just notice. You'll be able to bring those palms back up towards the ceiling or fingertips with the strap. You can release the strap, hands to your belly, and you can feel it. Bend your knees and untuck your pelvis. Knees into the chest, release that low back. Head and shoulders up. Head and shoulders up. You'll know when for your body. Head and shoulders down. Release the feet. We're going to close this low back, because you can probably feel it's a little open. Take your left thigh across your right thigh. Sole of the right foot's on the floor. And then take the sole of your right foot off the floor. Hold on to the knife edges or the pinky toe edges of your feet and let your soles of your feet go towards the walls. Head and shoulders up. Nice little reclined cow face. Feel that. Almost like that fusion in that low back. Everything is fusing itself back together. You opened it up. We're closing it back up. Be all right with the breath. And be okay with the work. We did a lot of work here. Nice deep down into the body. We went down there. Head and shoulders down. You'll know when. Continue to be with what you need to be with, because you're only going to be going to that opposite side. So only when it feels appropriate. And maybe with the head and shoulders down, you feel like you can push the soles of the feet a little bit more. Just notice. And you'll know when to let the sole of that right foot touch the ground. You'll know when to release that right or left thigh off the right. Anything that's come up from this, be all right with these. It's almost in that sacred release space now. Allow this stuff just to leave. Then that right thigh will come across the left. Left sole of the foot's on the ground. Measure it, curl those toes, get them nice and active. Head and shoulders up, find the knife edge, pinky toe portion of the foot, and then press soles of the feet to the wall. Feel it, that low back. Unclench your jaw. Soft face, softer thoughts. And just again, take it in, notice how you feel. What's coming up? And be all right with it as it goes away. You probably set an intention for this practice, so give the body time so your intention becomes reality. Your head and shoulders can come down. Got to give the body space for new things. So be all right again with these sacred releases. Let this stuff happen. And you went in here into the body and did this work. Feel it, appreciate everything that you did, and you'll know when. You'll be ready for the sole of your left foot to come down, and be there for a moment. Take all of that in, and you'll know when to release that right thigh. Feel it. Maybe your hands just rest beneath your navel or right at your navel, and maybe you just give yourself a little bit of support. We definitely got in there. Bring both knees into the chest. Nice head and shoulders up. Cleansing breath. Notice how you feel. Let the soles of the feet come down, extending that left leg nice and long. Take that right foot to the outer edge of that left thigh, and then find the supine twist. Make sure your low back feels really, really good. You can lengthen this right arm by your ear, fingertips reaching above your head. Toes are pointing, or you can flex your foot. How do you feel? You'll know when. You can release that supine twist, releasing that right foot, bending that left knee, evening out your spine. Again, take a moment. Appreciate your body and what it's done. And then let your right hand come to that left thigh and bringing that left knee over to the right. Same thing. Your left arm reaching. Fingertips, length, toes, length, space. An appreciation for your body. Bending knees to unravel. Let your knees stay bent. We'll finish this right here. Knees into your chest. Head and shoulders up. Head and shoulders back down, finding this happy baby. Soles of your feet are up to the ceiling, and you're holding on again to the knife edge of those feet. Just press. Yeah. Feel. Notice. And again, appreciate the space across the shoulders, across the chest, hamstrings. You will know when to steady release that happy baby. Now you have the option, there needs to be one forward fold. Either you can take that plow pose, bringing your feet over your head, and if you're like, yeah, but no, hold on to the backs of your thighs and just fold forward. And if you want to do both, you can do both. No right or wrong here. And you will know when to come down on your back and rest in your Shavasana, the pose of repose. But I want you to check in with your body first. Graze your heels, lift the seat up, make sure that pelvis is ready to reset itself. Give that pelvis, this is the clue that, look, we're finished. And the pelvis, its responsibility is to find balance. All right, let the pelvis know, look, we're finished. And you'll know when to lower that pelvis down and release those legs and find your way into a nice, comfortable Shavasana, pose of repose. Allow your body to recalibrate. You'll know when to invite movement back into your toes. Maybe your thumb slowly touches each finger, one at a time. And just start to bring an awareness back to your breath in this moment where you are. And just notice. You're going to be bending your knees to find fetal. And that's just you rolling in a nice, tight, tiny ball on the ground. And just relax. Allow one shoulder to be up, one shoulder down. Allow your back to just be exposed. That's fetal. Maybe just fall a little bit more deeply into the fetal. Feel a sense of support, sense of grounding, support. And you're going to know when to check back in a little bit more with your breath and an awareness of the breath filling up the body. And if the back half of your body feels discordant with how you feel at the top of your head and the soles of your feet, maybe it feels stale and hot back there, start to inhale, exhale, move that breath to those stale, hot, sticky spaces, and notice it starts to go away. And put more space between that, it, and you. Start to feel that breath coming in from the top of your head, going down into the body. Feel it coming through the soles of your feet. Notice expansion. Notice the fullness. Notice it. Take those final nice inhalations in for however you have to show up, for whoever you have to show up for service. Take those in, those that you serve. Get what you need for you to serve. And that includes family and friends. Take what you need. In these last reflective moments of your breath and you, it's all about you. Let this be the overflow. Take up all that you need to fill up not just your body, the space around your body, your bubble. Fill up your bubble, and your bubble is as big as you know it to be times 10. Times 10, it's big. So fill it up. And once you feel like your bubble is getting very, very full, you're going to come up into a nice, comfortable seat. Nice, comfortable seat. We'll end the same way we started with the sound of Om, and you can join or you can listen or you can feel. You can feel. Bring your palms together, thumbs to heart center. Maybe the wrists stay down and the palms can face up. Breathe in for Om. Namaste. And thank you for joining me today. Appreciate you. Great day.